I'm sorry, Mom, but could you skip the wedding? As long as Dot is there on that day, it'll be fine.
What?
The wedding venue is too small for a wheelchair. Since we're planning to invite a lot of guests, there will be a lot of chairs and tables. It may be difficult to make the aisle wide enough for your wheelchair to fit through.
Oh, that's fine. If that's the case, I have a compact wheelchair. And if that's difficult too, I can have your father carry me around.
You don't have to go through all that trouble. Just don't come to the wedding, okay?
But I'm the groom's mother. I want to see my son on his wedding day with my own eyes.
Let me make this clear. My fiancée, Sabrina, doesn't want you to come.
What? Sabrina?
Sabrina doesn't think well of you. She says she doesn't want you to come if possible.
I've had that feeling for a while. She won't look me in the eye when she talks to me, and her words are harsh. But why does she hate me so much? Did I do something to make her hate me so much that she doesn't even want me at the wedding?
That wheelchair of yours, Mom. Sabrina says that's the hardest thing for her to deal with.
What?
You're in a wheelchair because of the accident you had a long time ago. She's afraid you're counting on her to take care of you in the future. She thinks you're trying to be nice to her, but it makes her feel uncomfortable. She says you must be trying to be nice to her in order to get her to take care of you.
I wouldn't be nice just to get her to do something for me, and I am not counting on you two to take care of me. It hurts my feelings that she is so judgmental and hateful towards me.
Anyway, that's why. I'm going to have to ask you not to attend the wedding. We, the bride and groom, are the stars of that day. The bride, one of the stars, hopes for you to refuse. Please understand.
I'm sorry for calling out of the blue, Sabrina, but I still can't accept it. Even if you don't like me, please allow me to attend the wedding at least. I want to see my precious son on his wedding day with my own eyes. Oh, great! I asked Chris to talk you into declining the invitation because I didn't want to talk to you directly. I can't believe you'd contact me directly. Of course I would contact you. It's too unreasonable to ask me not to come just because I'm in a wheelchair. I'm not expecting you to take care of me in the future, Sabrina, so please don't be wary of me. I just want to get along with you. It's impossible for us to get along normally, of course. You're not in a normal physical condition, being wheelchair-bound and all, and you say you don't need me to take care of you? But I bet that's a lie. I know you'll change your attitude in no time. Right after the wedding, you'll surely become coercive. I've heard that's what mother-in-laws are like. I won't be like those mean mother-in-laws. You can say whatever you like, but I don't trust your words. That's why I don't want to invite you to my wedding. I want to keep our relationship to a minimum. Minimum? I'll show up at your funeral, but other than that, I don't want anything to do with you. So please don't come to my wedding. That's terrible. For the record, Chris agrees with me. In fact, Chris is the one who suggested not to invite you to the wedding. He said he's fed up with his mom and doesn't want her to be a part of the ceremony. I beg your pardon? I've heard a lot of stories about him. He told me that ever since he was a little boy, he had to take care of his mother all the time because she was in a wheelchair and couldn't do anything. He said he was even forced to do all the housework. I'm sure she's planning to use her future daughter-in-law as her next caregiver. I'll protect you from her, no matter what. Chris said such sweet things to me. Wait a minute. That's a lie. I never let my son take care of me. I can basically take care of myself, and when things get tough, I ask my husband to do it for me. I've never forced him to take care of me or do the housework. So, what is it then? Are you saying that Chris is lying? You've sacrificed his childhood for your own sake, and now you're calling him a liar? I've never sacrificed my son. Anyway, it's our wedding, so don't come. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Neither does he. Okay, I get it. Sabrina, it's been a while. I got a call from a friend of mine. Is it true that you had a baby? Someone said she saw my son and his wife at the obstetrician's office. Yes, we had a baby just last week. It's a beautiful baby boy. Oh my God, why didn't you tell us? To hear about the birth of your grandson from a friend, having no clue about it, do you know how sad we were? I don't know how you guys feel. We didn't tell you because we didn't think it was necessary. There's no law that says you have to tell people when you have kids. That's true, but I didn't want to tell you about the child. I talked it over with Chris and decided to keep it a secret. But now that you found out, it can't be helped. You can at least send us a congratulatory gift. What? It's a childbirth gift. Congratulatory money? Please send us about $10,000 to celebrate the birth of your beautiful grandson. $10,000 for a celebration? Oh, and before you say anything else, you won't get to see your grandchild. I don't want to see you. Are you kidding me? You don't want me to see him, but you want me to send money? Yes, of course. If you touch him, he'll get a limp and my son won't be able to walk. I'll never let him see you in your wheelchair. Just shut up and send me the money. What a horrible thing to say. You don't invite me to your wedding. You don't even tell me when my grandson was born. And now you're talking down to me like this. I'm at the end of my rope. I've been at my limit from the beginning. That's why I didn't invite you to the wedding, nor contacted you. If you've reached your limit as well, can you please stop contacting me? Unless you want to hear any more harsh remarks, stay the hell out of our lives. I beg your pardon? You think of your grandson nothing more than a caretaker for your future. I won't let my sweet son see my mother-in-law in a wheelchair. I would never take care of a stranger like you, and of course, I won't let my grandson be your caretaker either. That's fine. Please don't contact me. If you don't intend to make us your caretakers, there's no need to keep in touch with us, and you're not going to have anything to do with us for the rest of your life. Fine, I'll do whatever you want, but if you won't contact us, neither will I. We won't be there to help you, even if a time comes for you to need our help in the future. Who would ask for help from a mother-in-law in a wheelchair? Stop saying nonsense and just leave me alone. Please, Michelle, don't say anything else to my son, please. We need you to help us just this once. Wait a minute. What the hell is going on? You haven't contacted us in 10 years and you want me to help you? It's an emergency. Michelle, you do volunteer work at an elementary school, don't you? You talk about wheelchairs in moral education classes. Yes, sometimes I'm asked to do that. I talk about life in a wheelchair. I was doing that just last week. My son goes to that elementary school. Oh, really? You took a picture with them at the end of the talk. The school sent it to us today. Chris blurted out that you're his mother. That's how my son found out about the whole thing. What exactly were you hiding? Did you tell him that I was dead? That's right. We told him you were already dead. But because of Chris, he found out. Moreover, Michelle, you talked about a lot of things in the school lecture, didn't you? That you're cut off from us almost completely. Oh, that reminds me. I talked about that too, didn't I? They asked me at the end if I've ever had a difficult time. I told them that sometimes it's hard to get along even with family if they don't understand you. That's what made it so hard for my son. He said, then the family that doesn't understand her must be mom and dad. He seemed to take what you said very seriously. He got angry and said, you shouldn't do such a thing. It's not right. What a sweet child he's growing up to be. Those words alone are enough to make me cry. I want to cry in a different way. He must have been really shocked. He won't even talk to me anymore. I'm trying my best to cover it up, but it's not working. So, I'm going to visit you at your home with our child next time. Oh, you're coming to my house? No matter what we say, our son doesn't believe anything we say. So it's up to you, Michelle, to persuade him. Please explain to him that we haven't broken our relationships and that we are actually on good terms with each other. That's fine, isn't it? Whatever the reason, you'll finally get to meet your grandson. You can come up with your own reasons why you haven't seen him till now. Don't be ridiculous. Just because it became inconvenient for you doesn't mean you can suddenly come and see us. All you can do is be honest with your son. If he doesn't like you for it, it's your own fault. I would never lie to my beautiful grandchildren. Shut up! You're going to meet the grandchild you've always wanted, so shut up and do as you're told. Anyway, we'll be there this weekend.
Help me, Mom! Sabrina was seriously injured in an accident. She was taken to the hospital. What should I do?
Accident?
We were just on our way to your place. A car ran into us at a red light. My son and I got only scratches, but Sabrina broke her leg and had to be rushed to the hospital. She's wounded badly.
Well, that's very worrying.
I hope Sabrina will be okay. She was crying a lot, saying it hurt so much. What if she ends up in a wheelchair?
I don't care about that. You'll just have to deal with it then.
We're so cold.
I mean, you're with her, so you can handle it. You've been taking care of me and doing all the housework since you're a little boy. It won't be a problem if your wife ends up in a wheelchair.
What?
Sabrina told me. I've been a victim of the wheelchair life since I was a kid. You told Sabrina, right? I don't remember forcing you to do such things.
It's not what you think, Mom. I just wanted to draw her sympathy, acting like a tragic hero.
I don't want to hear excuses. I decided not to have anything to do with you guys.
Oh, no.
Except for my grandson. He's an innocent child. You're going to have to accompany Sabrina to the hospital, right? We can take care of him while you're there.
Oh, really? That would be very helpful. He's still in elementary school and I'm worried about leaving him alone.
Tell me where he is. Your father will pick him up.
Thank you so much. I'll send you the address right away.
Michelle, what should I do? I broke both my legs. I'll be in a wheelchair for a while. They said I should be prepared to be in a wheelchair for a few years before I can move freely again. It's amazing that you will be able to walk in a few years. I can't walk for the rest of my life because of the accident. Sabrina, you are lucky. I'm not lucky. I'm in pain all over and I can't move. I've never been injured or hospitalized before, and here I am in a wheelchair. It's a little scary to be in a wheelchair all of a sudden, isn't it? I know how you feel. I didn't want to cause trouble to my child, so I was very worried too. Will you help us for a while? We need you to take care of our family. What? I'll be in the hospital for a while, but I still have to work, and my son is still in elementary school. Could you help me with cooking, cleaning, and all the other things that need to be done? And please teach me how to live in a wheelchair. I humbly refuse. You will have to manage on your own. I told you not to ask me for help in the future, and now you want me to help you because you got hurt in an accident? How selfish of you. Don't be so mean. Things are different now. Why don't you help me? You cut off all ties with us. You have to take responsibility for that. But we have a child. My son is still in elementary school. If someone doesn't take care of the house, he will suffer the most. Everything's going to be okay, Mom. I'm going to live with my grandparents. What? Mom, how are your legs? I only have a scratch, so I'll be fine. It hurt a little, but I didn't cry. Why are you then on Michelle's message line? Dad's busy, so he told me to stay here at Grandpa and Grandma's house. Oh, really? Grandma and Grandpa. I've never met them before, but they're so kind. They said they missed me a lot, so I'll stay here while you're in the hospital. Then Dad can work in peace. What? I also apologize for all the mean things you've said to them. I told them I was sorry on your behalf. But you'll have to apologize to them yourself too when you get out of the hospital. It's very rude to make fun of someone just because they're in a wheelchair. But Grandma, she's so generous. She said it's not something I should apologize for. And even though she's in a wheelchair, she can do everything by herself. She can drive, cook, and even bake. She can actually cook better than you, Mom. Are you really going to stay with her for such a long while? It would be better for you and Dad, wouldn't it? Dad's not a very good cook and he's busy with work. I asked Grandma if she could come over to my house, but she said she can't because Mom and Dad said no. So I'll just have to come over here and stay with them. Oh, no! That's why I asked Grandma and Grandpa to take care of me. My Mom and Dad are having a hard time. Please let me stay here with you, I said, and they said I could stay with them. So I'll stay at their house, waiting for you to get out of the hospital. Good luck with your stay in the hospital. I won't be able to visit you, so I'll be waiting for you at Grandma's. You won't come visit me? Because it's too far away. I can't go to the hospital by myself, but Grandma and Grandpa, they can't take me because they promised not to go see you and Dad. So I'll wait for you to come and get me when you get out of the hospital. Well, good luck with the treatment. I'll be fine with Grandma and Grandpa. I mean, I'm having so much fun at Grandma's. You can stay in the hospital as long as you want. Sabrina was able to leave the hospital after a few months, but her leg injury was more serious than expected. She was discharged from the hospital in a wheelchair. She will be able to walk again after rehabilitation, but it's a tough road for her. Sabrina herself and Chris, who supports her, are struggling with the wheelchair life. Moreover, her son Finn told her, "Grandma used to make delicious meals for me, even though she was in a wheelchair. Do you understand now how hard it is to live in a wheelchair? Don't make fun of her anymore." She has been apologizing to me constantly for all the things she has said and done. Of course, I didn't reply or anything. Since then, at Finn's request, he has been coming to our house regularly. Grandchildren are very cute, aren't they? I will give him all my love. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you found this video inspiring, please click the high rating button. Otherwise, please let us know what you think in the comments section below. Please subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments will help us in the future. We also have many other videos that will make you feel great. Please take a look at the videos on our channel. See you in the next video!